Back in the 80s, Ozzy Osbourne released some of the most memorable music videos that were played on MTV. So today I want to talk about them. I'm going to talk about my early memories of watching the music videos, what he could have done differently, and what I think of them now. He released 9 official music videos in the 80s, so let's talk about them. When I was younger, my first exposure to heavy metal was from the album We Sold Our Soul to Rock and Roll by Black Sabbath. My older brother had it on vinyl, and we used to listen to records in our basement. As he got older, he started to buy cassettes, and one time he bought a cassette of Blizzard of Oz. So that was the first time I knew who Ozzy was. But I was only about 9 years old at the time, so I wasn't really interested in metal music back then. Fast forward another 9 years, I'm a teenager, and now I'm interested in metal. This was when I used to watch the Headbangers Ball every Saturday night, and they played lots of videos. Amongst them were many of the old videos by Ozzy Osbourne. So I had memories watching these music videos. So now I want to revisit the music videos from the 80s. His first official music video as a solo artist was Bark at the Moon. This was one of those music videos that was very cheesy on the one hand, but had lots of theatrical scenes and practical effects, and this includes Ozzy in a straitjacket and being brought into a padded room. We can assume it will be a full moon and they know he's going to turn into a werewolf. I remember watching this when I was younger, especially the cheesy practical effects and the scenes with Ozzy dressed as a werewolf. So in retrospect, I thought it was an awesome music video. I guess if they were to do anything different, they could have shown some scenes of Ozzy transforming himself into the werewolf, something like the movie American Werewolf in London. But then again, they might not have had the budget for that. But anyway, it was really fun rewatching it. His next video was for So Tired. In this video, Ozzy is dressed as Scrooge, and it's another cheesy yet theatrical video. Has the same level of production as the previous video. The music shows Ozzy backstage. He's singing as if he's putting on his one-man play, and the musicians in the orchestra are covered in cobwebs. There's some type of hunchback person for some reason. To be honest, I don't really remember watching this video back then. I think the main problem with the video is that it's hard to follow the story, unlike the previous Bark at the Moon, which had more of a storyline. So I would have tried to include a better story to help the person watching it understand. Now, I'm not a big fan of the song, but the music video was not too bad. It has some cool practical effects, but it's not one of my favorite videos by Ozzy. The next video is for Shot in the Dark. This one had more of that modern glam metal appearance where it shows people riding down what I imagine to be the Sunset Strip, and then it cuts to scenes of Ozzy singing where for some reason he looks like Bonnie Tyler from her Total Eclipse in the Heart music video, but that's neither here nor there. There are a few live scenes mixed in. There's one with a woman in the audience who has superpowers, but her character development is lacking. I remember watching this back in the day. I didn't remember many of the details of the video. I know it was supposed to be more of a performance-based music video, but maybe they could have added more of a storyline, like some events that happened before and then after the video. As I rewatched it, I thought it looked very good, although it looked a little dated. But anyway, it was fun to rewatch. His next music video was for Lightning Strikes. This was a performance-based video. I'll be honest, I don't remember watching this one back in the day, so I don't think it was in regular rotation. I didn't even know they made a video of this, as it's one of my favorite songs from the Ultimate Sin album. Since it's just a performance-based video, I don't really have any comments on how they could have made it better. Maybe they could have removed that scene where Ozzy looks like he's attacking the New York skyline like King Kong, but otherwise, it was nice to watch this video. The next video is for The Ultimate Sin. This looks like one of his older videos that had this cheesy storyline. This time, looks like he's some kind of Texas oil baron watching Ozzy perform, and there's a woman in red eyes that makes another appearance. We see Ozzy in a board meeting, and the woman in red reappears. The video cuts in and out of scenes that are live, and with Ozzy as the oil baron, we see Ozzy watching a music video in his car, showing this modern 80s version of a television that exists inside of a car. Then he watches a portable TV next to a pool, and he throws the TV into a pool, and he sees the woman in red, and he chases her, and he pushes her into the pool, and he watches a horse collapse. So I'll be honest, I don't really remember watching this one back in the day. I probably would have remembered those scenes with Ozzy. I thought it was cheesy, and I think they could have done more with the storyline. I thought the storyline didn't really make a lot of sense. It seems to be a continuation of some of the previous videos. I know the woman in red has a significance, but I didn't understand it. His next video was for Crazy Train. This is for the 1987 live version from the tribute album with Randy Rhoads. This video shows a scene in black and white with Ozzy standing on some train tracks with a train approaching him. Ozzy has a very weird hairstyle and some cheesy 80s effects with a flying V guitar flying down the railroad tracks. The music video cuts the scenes of Randy Rhoads playing with photos, and I remember this video very well. It came out in 1987, and it was around the same time I started watching Headbangers Ball, so I know it was played often, probably almost every Saturday night. So I have clear memories of watching this music video, and I think it's very well done. It's very respectful. It pays tribute to Randy, and I wouldn't make any changes. So I think this is one of those videos that should stay the way it is. His next music video is for the one Miracle Man, and this is from No Rest for the Wicked album. The video opens with Ozzy wearing a mask, meant to be a televangelist who's delivering this public apology. I believe it's a parody of the televangelist Jim Bakker. On the screen it says the credit card's accepted, then Ozzy pulls off the mask and he's inside this church filled with pigs, and him and Zakk Wylde and the rest of the band are performing the song. Ozzy is there amongst all these different pigs. I remember watching this video. This was the first album I bought from Ozzy as a new release. I'm sure the video was played very often, and I'm pretty sure I watched the world premiere on MTV. I think it's a really good video, has a good storyline, and they don't overuse effects or cheesiness. I don't really think I would make any changes to this video. I think it's just very well done. The next music video is for the song Crazy Babies. This one shows scenes of Ozzy that look like they were taken from the album cover, showing Ozzy in the throne with the creepy kids alongside him. As I watch this, I'm noticing it looks a lot like Metallica's Enter Sandman video. And this came out before Enter Sandman. So I did some research and I found out it was from the same director. The music video looks like some kind of nightmare with lots of flashing scenes, and the scenes change every few seconds. Doesn't really have a storyline. It's just lots of flashing scenes and effects. So maybe they could have done something to put some kind of story into it, but otherwise, pretty cool music video. There's one more music video that's for the song Breaking All the Rules from No Rest from the Wicked album. It's mostly a performance video, so there's not really much going on. There were a few scenes where they cut to Ozzy and some of the other members talking on the street, but otherwise, there wasn't any subplot or cheesiness. I don't really remember watching this video. I think they might have played it back in the day, but I also see it's contained on the Memoirs of a Madman double DVD set, so it might have been made especially for that. I'm not sure, but I thought it was a pretty good video. It's just a performance, and like I said, it didn't add any cheesy scenes of Ozzy dressed in crazy costumes or anything like that. It's basically showing a live show. It's done pretty well. It's another one I really wouldn't make any changes to. So let me know if you would like me to do a part 2 talking about Ozzy's music videos from the 90s, or would you like me to do this type of video for any other artist, because it's basically wide open. I can pretty much do any rock or metal artist that has made music videos. So let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let me direct you to the previous video I did about Ozzy Osbourne, which is the least streamed songs. I will stick that right there. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please give the video a like. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you have not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.